What's going on, everybody? This is the Party Connect Good Music, and today we got a special guest.
I am Rocksolid Teezy, coming from Houston, Texas.
Oh, wow. Okay, so that guy grew up, probably listened to a lot of good music. Houston is known for music, especially hip hop. What was your favorite group? What made you become a rapper?
Coming from where I come from, it's like, I'm more sort of chosen one.
Okay, so for you, when did you know that you wanted to become an artist?
My empowerment to the people. And I feel like, I could set great examples and, carry out this legacy.
So how did you connect with DJ Kelly Roy?
Through a mutual friend of ours, you might know about Jock the Manor. She a mutual friend of me and Kelly's, and I kind of had an opportunity for Kelly to go on the road with me with the Bend Down tour, pushing my single Broken Heart featuring Royal Wave, and I just added her upon a guest to, be part of the team.
Okay, man, that sounds good. So how was life growing up for you? People want to know about
life was challenging because, we kind of had to figure it out. Food wasn't on the table for us, we kind of had to go get it. Not saying the family wasn't orientated with, we just didn't have the things that we wanted. You don't have the things you want. That's the life of the struggle.
Yes, definitely, I understand. What was the hardest thing you had to deal with as a youth? Probably influenced your music.
The hardest thing I had to deal with in youth that affect my music was temptation. You know what I'm saying? Tasting the things and, kind of being baffled, what I wanted to representate, knowing I was a representative. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, definitely, I understand. A lot is going on. A lot of stuff is going on in music fields. Have you lost anyone lately? Because, there's a lot going on with COVID. And also, how have COVID affected you as an artist?
Well, actually, COVID kind of affected me tremendously because, but at the start of COVID, a good friend of mine, which is my brother, that we initiated this rap career. Like I say, I was the chosen one out of my circle of people. As the COVID started to affect the world, we had to book NBA YoungBoy. Let me open up for such big artists such as Young Boy and Young Dolph, and we opened up for a couple of different artists trying to kick the rap career off. And due to COVID, it kind of slowed us down on the venue to have NBA YoungBoy come perform. So that affected us. That kind of held us back, on some of our promotion schemes for our label. After that, I had a real big crisis in my life because my brother that I just spoke upon, which is B-Down, who initiated the rap thing with me, he had passed away in the midst of COVID. So, COVID kind of put a damper on me mentally, emotionally, physically. So, it did its works with me, man. It didn't affect my immune system, but it affected my mental, you know what I'm saying? And some strategies that we had planned.
Definitely, I can understand that. Did you writing your music and doing your music after you lost your brother, did that help you? And have you worked on any projects dedicated to your brother?
Well, everything I do is kind of in remembrance of him, kind of keep me motivated, because in me, to the utmost. So, I feel that gives me a lot of courage and motivation to, go along with this music career and, try to bring the right frutations out of it, that we had planned to see.
Okay, and did you ever work with Dolph? Because, we lost Dolph also. Did you ever get a chance to work with him, or?
No, I didn't even get a chance to work with him, but we sat backstage and my manager and his manager, we was organizing the future deal, but we didn't never even make it happen.
Man, how did you feel when you found out that Dolph had died? When you saw it? Well,
I ain't gonna lie, I feel like I was emotionally disgusted because, we relatable in a lot of ways. He's self-sufficient, he independent, so I respect that. He put on for his people, he give back to the people, he take care of his family. That's some I ain't know him personally, but I kind of feel for him.
All right, and then we did mention some major artists. What are some major artists that you would like to work with right now?
Only artists that I'm planning to work with, artists such as like No Cap, CMG, upcoming artists that, you know, kind of stayed down and waited their turn, you know what I'm saying? That's kind of relevant to the world, you know? In the past, I worked with Wildfin, Lucci, I worked with Raw Wave. That's about it for as mainstream artists.
And who's your favorite or artist you would like to work with that's underground or emerging?
I ain't gonna lie, honestly, overall, I like the Hispanic dude, D Baby Hustle. You know what I'm saying? I like his strategy of the music. Man, that's probably, you know, probably about it I can think off the back. You know, it's a lot of, you know, cool artists, but as far as me working with right now, that'll probably be
Going back to like your family, did your parents or anyone else in your family do music besides you?
Yeah, coming up, I had a, you know, couple of my close peers, you know, that was like brothers to me. They, you know, they was into the rap thing.
Oh man. So what were some of the songs that you remember when you was little that you would hear on the radio, or even, you know, what were some of the songs? Because I think music hits you a little harder when you're a teenager. You have those songs that you remember. Like, what are some of the classic songs from when you was a teenager or even a little kid that you feel influenced you?
Benny Single, Feel It in the Air, Tupac, Juvenile. I like the money. I like the Cash Money coming up. Yeah, and I was a big fan of Jeezy coming up. You know, coming up. That was my favorite. My favorite Jeezy song was Sweet Dreams, Sweet Life. Oh man, good times of my life. I know that whole hey, for real, that was it right there.
All right, yeah, definitely. Jeezy is definitely, you know, definitely has some hit. That's gonna be you in the future. You're gonna have those hits like Jeezy. But let's get. I'm sorry. Did you say something?
Nah, go ahead.
I was about to say, for an outsider that might be in Europe or an outsider that's gonna listen to the show that is not from Houston, how is the rap scene in Houston?
The rap scene in Houston for an outsider, it's a lot of talent in Houston, it's just no uniform.
That sounds like almost everywhere.
It's like the lack of structure in Houston, you know, with the whole consistency of people, because, you know, company, it consists of good people, you know. You know, authenticity, you know, organically just being the person who I am, you know. You know, it's nothing that I'm trying to facade or make up. You just have to listen or understand.
A lot of older folks said that hip hop is dead. Do you feel hip hop is dead, or do you think
hip hop ain't dead because I'm here. Hip hop ain't dead. We just gotta let the world see me and hear me.
I think you already touched on this, but how do you separate yourself from other artists?
I separate myself just by being less accessible. You know, I ain't better than nobody, you know. It's just the moves I want to encounter. You know, I want it to be accountable moves, you know what I'm saying? So that's just how I keep myself balanced, you know.
So what are you currently listening to? What is in your playlist right now?
Me, just really me and a little baby. I listen to No Cap. I listen to Raw Wave a lot. Rappers of reality, you know. I ain't really into the hip hop. I wanna get a message when I listen. I wanna be able to learn something, you know.
What other talents do you have besides doing music?
I do real estate, you know. I'm just an all around investor, you know. Just, you know, serial entrepreneur, you know. Some kind of opportunities. I just stay present for great opportunities. Oh yeah, shout out Look at Tex. Decorative Concrete and Concepts, home remodeling service. Shout out to Rocksolid Lifestyle Incorporation. Shout out to T and Sons transport service. You know, that's something me and my daddy gonna do for me and my kids. That's some of the things that represent me.
What projects do you have coming up? And where can people listen to your music?
Y'all can find that new Broken Heart featuring Raw Wave on all music streaming platforms. You can currently see me on tour right now with Raw Wave. We starting in Fayetteville, North Carolina tonight. February 25th, and on tomorrow, February 26th. You know, it's a sold out show, and June 26th. Excuse me, busy man. You know, I think a lot. I'm thinking about next year, how big it'll be. But excuse me, but June 25th. Tonight we'll be at Fayetteville, North Carolina, and June 26th we'll be at Greenville, South Carolina. And July 2nd we in Detroit, July 3rd we in Kansas City, Missouri. So we just trying to go across the world with this, and kind of force feed it on the people where they can gravitate towards the lifestyle.
All right, so I got a question. The last question for you, and do you have any closing words or shout outs? And I do appreciate you coming through, and I really do. I do appreciate you coming through.
Man, I got some major shout outs to DJ Renato, which is you yourself. I want to shout out Jock the manager, shout out Diamond. I want to shout out the whole RSL family. Long live B-Down, man. All I want to tell the people, keep it real even if it kill you. Yeah, I want to appreciate you.
What's the motto?
All right, shout out to...
So, the motto we follow, more than money.
Yes. And shout out to DJ Cali Royce also for putting this together.
Yeah, most definitely. Got to shout out DJ Rocksolid Kelly Royce. Now I'm just fucking with you. Shout out Kelly Royce, Major shout out.
Do you have any thing else you would like to say? Appreciate you and your team.
Just want to say stay tuned. To be aware, to be alive, go follow Rocksolid Teezy on all music streaming platforms, anywhere, everywhere. Subscribe my YouTube, Shazam, And if anybody hears this before the night of tomorrow, just hold them cameras out.
All right. I appreciate you both. I appreciate you and your team. And until next time, until the next interview, it was nice talking to you.
Appreciate it.
All right. Bye.